What is up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the S&P 500. We're going to take a look at the potential collapse that is just about to happen for Bitcoin. Will we manage to hold this range? This is something that we're going to analyze right away, guys. Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button on your way in on this live stream. I'm just going to do a quick 30-minute live stream approximately, okay, going through Bitcoin and the S&P 500. I'm going to focus on S&P 500 stock market because it is looking pretty bearish. This is potentially going to drag Bitcoin down. We are seeing the Bitcoin price struggling at this range. Why is this the verge of Bitcoin collapsing? You must ask yourself. Well, it is simply because we have broken a very strong level, which is the $21,500 range. This level has been explained. It was a value area high. It has been very much respected several times here as resistance. We did manage to break above this level, managed to bounce several times as support, but finally failing down. It's also a daily zone that we created here on the 16th, 15th of June also. And right now, at this moment, we have been falling below this 21,500, and now we are consolidating at this range. Your question might be, why are we consolidating at this area? Why are we going sideways at this range? Of course, we are hitting a very important Fibonacci retracement level from this low over here to the highs, which is the 618 favorite Fibonacci level to potentially consolidate and maybe get a bounce. But we need to remind ourselves where we at. We are in a very aggressive downtrend. We have been in this small ascending channel scenario, creating higher lows, and this can be considered as a massive big bear flag. And if we do break this support level, it is going to come to much lower levels with high probability, and that is basically it. This is going to be it for this live stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to take a look at some major other levels also. The reason why I'm also slightly bearish on Bitcoin is because of this chart over here, which is the S&P 500. S&P 500 does look like it's at the verge of a potential big correction. We do have a pretty nice strong level on the S&P 500 at the 3,900 points, just because it's the biggest point of control from the volume traded the last 60-70 days. We got it right over here. We're currently above this range, but it is also true that we are in a very aggressive downtrend, creating lower highs massively here. We just about touched the resistance trend line from this lower highs. You've got 3 points of touch. We only just touched it a few days ago. And also we are hitting the 618 level from this consolidation part, right? Where we have had this consolidation, we've had a major drop, and this could arguably be an A, B, C correction right over here, hitting the 618 from the drop, just getting ready to go lower. And this is why I am in a short position on the S&P 500. This is enough confluence for me to think that we are going to go lower. If you go to the lower time frames, you can see the S&P 500 getting exhausted. This is the kind of consolidation that I do like, right? Where you form a kind of head and shoulder scenario. You got this higher low neckline. Guess what? This is a good area to start a short position, basically, because lower is very likely. Now, if we're going to go with this, textbook technical analysis target, which would be the head from the breakout of the neckline, yes, you could come as low as the 3,880 points here on the S&P 500. Now, there are two scenarios in my opinion. We either get a big massive bounce by tomorrow and then have the corrective move, or we start just dropping from this range down to that level. And as I said, that the probabilities in going lower on the S&P 500 are just very, very high after this pumpy action that we have had for the last few weeks, because looking at the higher time frames, we are still in a very aggressive downtrend. And you know the deal, the trend is your friend till the very end. This is the top of a retracement level, and the probabilities in going lower to potentially retest this $3,700, $3,600 points, is just very, very likely. Now, of course, I am in the short position on PrimeXBT. I'm going to start trading quite more often on PrimeXBT because I am, want to focus a little bit on the stock market. And I've got my short position here that I entered at 3,960 points. My position is totally protected because I am well aware of that volatility. I do not want a massive reversal here and getting stopped out on the S&P 500, because there is a possibility that this can happen. What if we do get a bounce and we break this lower high resistance line and continue up? It's very, very possible. So I am protected here. I am waiting for lower. There will always be a chance tomorrow, if I do get stopped out at break even, to get back in that trade, because we have broken, like I said, this neckline. So this is the deal. I either stay in my position and we go lower without having a larger retracement on the S&P, or we have a big massive bounce coming up to the neckline. I'll probably get stopped out. We have another consolidation, and then we'll probably get that correction. Now, we know the deal. Tomorrow we have very important news coming out. We've got FOMC meeting, and we've got also the decision of interest rates from the Federal Reserve. This is at 8 o'clock and 8:30 Central European time. There will be some volatility. Usually the markets like to pump up into this potential bad news. So if there's going to be bad news tomorrow and we see some pumpy action, then yeah, it's very likely going to be a corrective move to the downside. Like I said, S&P 500 is the platform that I like to use because it's 100% cryptocurrency. You can use Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDT, USDC as collateral. And this is the thing, no KYC needed. You can sign up with an email and a password, and this is absolutely phenomenal. I don't trust any other brokers anymore because I don't like having my money on brokers or accounts. This is full crypto. I send USDT, I get USDT back, or Bitcoin, and get Bitcoin back to my wallet. This is the good thing about PrimeXBT. You can trade oil, natural gas, Good thing you get 7% added to your deposit, guys, if you use my link in the description. This is another way to support the channel, of course. But giving you my opinion here on the S&P 500, you know, it does look bearish. We got the DXY that can potentially, you know, this is a corrective move inside of this uptrend. DXY is in a massive uptrend. There's no doubt in my mind about that. I am looking for the DXY to correct at some point. Will it be anytime soon? Potentially not. The trend is still very aggressively to the upside, as you can see here. We are respecting very well this higher low support trend line. Okay, you could say that this is an ascending channel that we have created here, an ascending broadening wedge. But you can clearly see that we are, you know, we are aggressively in this uptrend. Now higher is possible, as you can see here, after this consolidation, retest the highs and maybe a leg up. This is not going to be good for Bitcoin in the short term. I want to be bullish. I am a moon boy on Bitcoin in the future, no doubt. But short term, there are some things here that don't look good. I still think that if Bitcoin does get a leg up to that 21,400, 21,600, give or take a few $100s, it will be a potential level where we might get heavily rejected and get a massive correction, the start of this potential major collapse. This range over here reminds me very much what happened just a couple of months ago, guys. If we just zoom out on the chart, you know, we absolutely nailed some trades here. If you take a look at some videos here that I was creating back on the 27th, 28th of May, also right over here on the 31st of May, we were longing all of this range and we were shorting all of this range. You can check out those videos. They were absolutely spot on. I made some huge gains the month of May thanks to these movements on Bitcoin. Now, of course, what we were seeing over here, I remember a lot of people being extremely bullish here at this 31k level, and yeah, we were actually shorting the range. We were shorting that $31,000 level. Same scenario as here. Very, very bullish people at this $24,000. You know, I actually shorted that that 23,800. While a lot of people were extremely bullish. I was slightly bullish these last couple of days because of this kind of descending wedge scenario and the big resistance zone that we did have here at this $21,500 range that we just currently lost. So like I said, this reminds me very much of this scenario where we were kind of in an uptrend, creating higher lows and higher highs, right? But zooming out, you are coming from an aggressive drop. This is just a bear flag consolidation, potentially for some more continuation to the downside. And like I said, the likelihood on at least retesting the lows here are just very, very high now, guys. We need to understand this because of the current market situation, the massive trend that there is to the downside, you know, and usually in bear markets, the lows are retested at least twice. So I'm not saying if we do retest these lows, they are going to be broken and we're going to go to 10K. Because very, very possible that they might be retested and we might create a double bottom scenario and you know, get a big massive bounce. This could be an accumulation zone here on Bitcoin for the next coming weeks. There's also that I want to talk about on a specified video that I want to get ready this week. I wanted to get ready today, but no, jumped on a live stream. Anyway, those are my opinions, guys. I am waiting for Bitcoin to get a bounce back up, potentially to that 21.4, 21.6. I will be looking at the price action carefully to see what can happen for a potential shorting opportunity. That's a very, very strong level. Now, like I said, the reason why we're getting this consolidation at this level, we're just almost about to hit the point of control. So the bounce from this level is very, very real. $20,500, $20,600 range is very, very real. Biggest point of control from the last volume traded, the last 40 days approximately, as you can see here on the chart. And it's also hitting the support from this higher low uptrend. We're also hitting the 618 Fibonacci favorite level from this major leg up started on the 13th of July. So there's a lot of confluence at this range, at this 20,700, 20,600, you know, for that potential relief rally and price action to the upside. So just some major levels that I wanted to talk about and giving that explanation. This does look like it is at the verge of a larger collapse, creating aggressive lower highs. I showed you an explanation on today's live stream where this is basically the start of a major collapse, guys. We have seen this collapse before. I made some pretty nice gains at the start of this collapse over here, and I explained it why. We've lost the strongest support level on Bitcoin from volume traded, you know, entire May and the beginning of June. Once we lost this level, you know, I was saying, you know, we are very likely with high probability going to retest these lows. It's just going to happen. It's very likely going to happen after losing this support level at the $28,000 range, 28,500, the value area low. Losing that level with some pretty intense volume to the downside. And guess what? Guess where I shorted? Guess where some people of the community shorted also was at the resistance from this lower high trend line, where we broke the level successfully, because this was not a successful breakout. And this is what I try to explain many times. People get freaked out, you know, the fake outs everywhere, double bottoms everywhere. We need to wait for a successful breakout. Now, damn it, I nearly knocked the microphone there. Like I said, we can see this support range at this 28,500. You know, this right over here is not a successful breakout created on the 11th and 12th of June. When did it happen? It happened, yeah, during the day of the 12th of June right there. That was the trigger. That was the successful breakout to get into a short position on the retracement of the 618 from the start of the drop, hitting the resistance trend line and looking for that leg down. If you take a look at my video from the 12th of June, you will see me in a short position exactly at the $28,000, riding it down here to this $25,000 range. So, I mean, I'm giving you this explanation just to show you the possibility of a same scenario right now on Bitcoin, where we are having, you know, this mountain formation, lower highs, aggressive lower highs, starting to break some major support levels, and it's just at the verge of that potential move to the downside. After this large consolidation, we are at a critical support level at this moment. So yeah, just wanted to point that out, guys, for this live stream. Let's say hello here to the people in the comment section. I'm going to keep this one nice and short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed that brief explanation. Thanks, guys, for joining. I'm going to go quickly through the comment section. Hope you're having a fantastic morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this amazing world. K Talist, hello Andy, hope you're doing fine. I'm doing absolutely phenomenal. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Kevin, wake me up at 12k. I'm not sure if we're going to go to 12k. I'm not sure. Too many people calling for 12k, just like too many people were calling for 100k when we were trading at 60k. So yeah, it's the kind of same sentiment. Right, Browdy, how are you doing? Sashin, good morning. GamePro, I wish I never hold coins, says GamePro. Don't worry, my man. I have been here in 2018 and I was in the entire bear market. I started in crypto in the bear market, and it was just going down and down and down. But I'm telling you, it did pay off big time, holding those years. 2019, 2020, accumulating, just buying and buying despite what the price is. You know what is a good strategy? You know what is a good strategy out there? You know, try and get 0.1 Bitcoin. If you've already got 0.1 Bitcoin, try and accumulate one whole Bitcoin. Try and accumulate one Bitcoin. You maybe have one Bitcoin. Well, that is, you know, pretty good enough. You know, if you've got one Bitcoin, go for your second Bitcoin. That is the mentality I had in 2018. In 2018, I said, right, I want a 0.1 Bitcoin. Okay. Once I had that 0.1 Bitcoin, I said, okay, I want one Bitcoin. You know, if I know this is going to go up in value in the future, why don't accumulate? Well, you know, money that I'm not, you know, that I'm willing to lose, you know, just accumulate. And yeah, this is the thing. Despite the price, have one Bitcoin, go for one Bitcoin, no matter what. You know, I remember back then in 2018, 2019, where Bitcoin was at 6,000, then, you know, then it was at 9,000, then it went back down to 4,000. You know, it doesn't matter. My goal was having one Bitcoin. So, despite the price, it doesn't matter. I don't pay attention to the price much. Donald, what's up? How are you doing? Felipe, how are you? Barowdy, everyone smash that like button. Absolutely. Barowdy's saying to smash up the like button. Got some insane supporters here. Not only my moderators, such as Joseph. I can see Joseph here in the comment section, always giving me insane support. He is full on with the channel. He's a great guy, guys. Make sure to join the Telegram group. He's always really active and interacts with a lot of people. Absolutely amazing. Also Mark Dutch, Seb. Bufo, Andy, buenas tardes. Bufo, ¿cómo estás? We are live. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leo, Daniel, what's on my crypto legends? Renz, Joseph. Hi, Andy. Hello, Joseph. How are you? Sven, top. Nice. Another live. Yeah, this is only going to be a quick one. Giving my explanation. DXY looks like it can create another higher low and attempt to hit the highs here at the $109. Okay, so it's looking bullish. This is not going to be good for Bitcoin. If we do see this on the DXY, which is likely, why? Because we're in an uptrend. We are in a very aggressive uptrend. You know, higher is possible in this short term. If this happens on the DXY, it's very likely that Bitcoin is just going to continue this aggressive downtrend. This uptrend is coming to an end, and it's potentially just about to collapse and lose this level. S&P 500 is not looking extremely great. It looks pretty bearish, like I explained at the beginning of the live stream. You know, it's just looks like it's gonna have that corrective move. We got insane news. I'm going to try and go live tomorrow at around about 8 o'clock Central European time during the volatility of the news. We got FOMC meeting. We got, you know, interest rates coming out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting evening tomorrow. Felipe, like button smashed. Matic TA, please. Support levels, says AB Hink. Absolutely. Smash that like, says Pac-Man. Absolutely. Fantastic. I'm going to take a look at Matic. You're the man, Hazard. You are the man also. Thanks for joining. Mr. Ripples, another live. Keep the good job, says Mr. Ripples. Thank you very much for joining and giving me the support, guys. It's easy just to smash up that like button. We're almost 500 people watching. Look, the volume there is no support as of now, so nothing serious but potential to the downside. Yeah, I mean, the volume from this downside on Bitcoin is not insane. It is not huge. It is higher than the volume traded the last few days. We got that spike breaking exactly the 21,500. Now this is when you see, you know, look at this, when you see this consolidation range just above 21,500, when does the volume kick in for the breakout? It's at the 21,500. It's exactly at 21,500. This is a major daily level that we have been talking about the last couple of days. We got a short-term bounce just yesterday. I did long this, protect my position instantly, and got stopped out at break even. This is something I shared with the trading community. Now, like I said, the volume has happened on the breakout of 21,500. Now, this is why if we do get that relief pump at that 21,400, 21,600, okay, give it a little bit of room for volatility. If we start making this choppy action at this range in between today and tomorrow, And we'll be ready to short that level, and we can have tight stop losses, okay, after a consolidation. It's just a big level, and we are at the verge of a potential collapse, and we need to go with this short-term downtrend that we've had for the last few days. Nothing much to add on that, guys. Okay, hello Matrix, how are you doing? Joseph, thank you for joining the live stream, my man. You're insane. Dumpy action turns into pumpy action, says Dynamic Soul. 20,500, Pac-Man. It's a very strong level, that 20,500. Stay cautious. This is the kind of price action that you could have a consolidation and then have a whoop, have a little bit of a relief pump, just like what happened here. Look at the kind of similarities that there is right there, you know, from this price action. This is what we need to be aware of, right? This kind of price action from here to here, right? Look at this kind of price action, you know, very similar formation here, where you can create a lower low, and then get a relief pump. And that is what I am eyeing right there for a potential big rejection, guys. Trend is to the downside for the last few days. Let's go with the trend. No signs of a potential reversal, even though this is a very strong support. Okay, you know, there's no doubt in my mind that I know that this is a very strong support, but ascending channels usually break down, and this could be the moment. This could be the moment for that breakdown. Can be the moment, or will we get a bounce and come up and retest the $24,000 range? Do you think we're going to come up in the next coming weeks and days, weeks, and come up and retest the $24,000, or do you think in the next coming days this is likely to break down? Let me know, guys. I'm going to ask this on a poll right away. Do you think we are pumping to 24K in the coming days, guys? Let me know in the poll, because my personal opinion, I think not. I think not. But anyway, I could be totally wrong, guys, and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and we're trading at $23,000. You know, that would be a pretty big surprise. Would I lose money on that price action? No. I'm not shorting at this level. I'm not longing at this level. You know, it is a level. It's a strong level. I don't want to long because this is at the verge of a potential breakdown of a support level. If we do, like I've showed you my shorting levels, it would be in between 21.4, 21.5, 21.6K level. And it has to happen in between today and tomorrow. Yup, that's when I got on board, Andy, and haven't fell off yet on my short, says Hugman Nati. Is that from Elon Musk dumps Bitcoin? Well, yeah, if you want. I guess you're talking about the short on the S&P 500. We did this short-term analysis on the S&P 500 in today's live stream, also giving that explanation of this potential correction. And absolutely phenomenal. I was missing Prime XBT trading for, you know, I traded natural gas, S&P 500, made some pretty nice successful trades the last few weeks. The reason why I stopped for several weeks was because of the Bybit competition. Not focusing, just watching S&P, but not trading on it, just focusing on Bybit and back on the S&P 500. Before I go through Matic network, let me just take a look at natural gas, because I did an epic trade on natural gas that made me huge gains because of a distribution event that happened. But wow, natural gas did get an insane bounce the last few weeks. I haven't checked natural gas. I entered a short position exactly at this level on natural gas on Prime XBT, accumulating a big chunk of Bitcoin. Actually, it was about, well, for me it was about 0.25 approximately of profits from this short position, because of this distribution event on natural gas. As soon as we broke this trend line, and with aggressive volume, I was looking for that lower high and the collapse that happened in about a week or so was absolutely phenomenal. This was an epic trade on natural gas. And the good thing, I don't need interactive broker. I don't need any other type of brokers that you need to do a bank transfer. I was doing it on PrimeXBT because you can use crypto here as collateral, which is phenomenal. No banks, just a platform, your crypto, your wallet, game on. Absolutely phenomenal. I love PrimeXBT for trading different assets. When a new competition, Andy? Yeah, very good question. Good question. There was a KuCoin competition, but it was just a few days after the Bybit one. It was a little bit too late to gather up a huge amount of people. There will be some more competitions, no doubt. No doubt. We'll be recruiting some people and, you know, creating their channel on Telegram to look at trading opportunities. Next target is 19.4K. Tomorrow's news says Ahaz could be massive for cryptocurrency. It could be massive for cryptocurrency. News at 8 o'clock. Yeah, Central European time. That is very true. Awesome gains, Andy. Love to hear it. More skin in the game, says Humanity. Fantastic, man. Huge gains, Andy. Love to hear it. Yeah, done pretty well on some different trades such as natural gas and S&P 500. Oil was pretty good. Anyway, we're not going to take a look at these traditional different markets. Let's take a look at Matic network, because this is, after all, this is a cryptocurrency channel, right? We're looking at crypto here, but you know, we are also doing technical analysis. Matic network, you know, Matic is sitting at support at this level right now. It is sitting at support. What is the highest probability trade on Matic? Matic, same thing, very successful trade at the end. Was very, you know, in doubt, but we managed to, you know, with the Bybit competition team, Bitcoinsensus team, you know, looking for that short at 92 cents and looking for 80-cent target. It was a nice trade that just happened a few days ago. What is happening now on Matic network? We are sitting at a strong support level. Why is this a strong support level? The reason why this is a strong support is because, you know, you have large resistance that was created here in May, the second week of May, right over here, exactly at 73 cents, was respected once, as you can see here, before the breakout, getting a small reaction, and now we are just sitting at this range. Now, would I long this level? No, I think the highest probability trade right here would be getting a bounce on Matic all the way back up to 80 cents. We're only 7 cents away. If we do get that bounce back up, I am personally going to short 80 cents. Why? Because overall, we are still in a very aggressive downtrend. We broke the 80-cent major support, and it was creating a descending triangle. Now, we do have a projected move on this descending triangle, which would be coming all the way down approximately to the 64 cent level. So if we do get that small relief pump, and this is only going to happen if Bitcoin does get that relief pump to about 21.4, 21.6. We're going to see it on Matic. We're going to see it on Ethereum on some major levels. Also, that $1,470 range. I'm not sure if Ethereum will manage to have that relief pump, but if it does, it is a major shorting level, guys. It is a lower high scenario. You want to get inside, you know, in an ascending channel, you want to get at the first waves. On a descending channel potential creation, you want to get in the first waves. You want to get into the first lower high that you create. And this is what we are looking for here. So on Matic, that would be the kind of scenario, right? I'm just going to wait patiently for my highest probability trade. And that is if we do get that relief pump from this drop to the 80-cent level. It's a very, very strong level that I will be very interested in potentially shorting to continue this downtrend that we are creating, guys. I'm going to wait patiently. And that is it. What happens if we drop from here? Well, I missed the trade. I'll be looking for some other trades tomorrow. Can you take a look at Ape? Right, let's take a look. Ethereum to 33k very soon, less than 4 years away. Yeah. Oh, 33k. Well, I'm also accumulating Ethereum. I would go for 10k first. 10k first, then 33k. We would need to see more consolidation on Matic, which is starting to play out. I like short positions during these times. Please don't hate me. Me too. Me too. Oh yeah, me too. I mean, this is a risky level, you know. I wouldn't long this range. I wouldn't long it. We're probably going to get that relief pump to 80 cents. I would be more interested in shorting that level. Why? Because, you know, I think this downtrend, this major correction still needs to continue. You know, we just connect these higher lows right there. You know, we got this higher low trend line. We've got larger correction here for Matic, very likely to come down to that 65-cent level. If we do get up here to round about 80 cents in between today and tomorrow, we are going to be following this lower high short-term structure for a potential leg down. And we're also going to be hitting 618 levels right there from this high to this low. You know, well, if 618 is all the way up here at 84 cents, 50%, 618, you know, in between 50%, you could get that volatility at 82 cent level, consolidation, and that would be a shorting trigger. Just like this was the shorting trigger on Matic on the 23rd of July, 22nd of July. There was a short right there from this major drop going to the 618 and looking for that lower high to retest the 80 cents. That was an amazing trade that was mentioned. I'm not sure if it was mentioned on the live stream. It was mentioned on the trading Telegram group. And yeah, we basically broke the higher low structure here with some pretty aggressive move to the downside. It was a beautiful trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Of course, there was a little bit of doubt, people getting nervous, you know, what's going on, you know, Bitcoin's looking too bullish. And yeah, we've finally corrected with a little bit of patience. Andy, does PrimeXBT have a Windows software or only on the website browser? It's only on the website browser. They do have a mobile application though, which is pretty cool. So mobile application and browser. It only has browser. It doesn't have a desktop software, unfortunately, but it's good enough. It's good enough. I mean, the website works absolutely phenomenal. Remember, you do get 7% added to your deposit on PrimeXBT. It only happens once. You only got that bonus once. So if you deposit $1,000, you will be getting $70 on top of that. You can't deposit another $1,000 and get another $70. It only happens once. So it all depends on what you deposit, okay? Make sure to, you know, take advantage of that first deposit. You deposit $10,000, you're getting $700 on top of that to trade with. You cannot withdraw the bonus, of course. Make sure to use the bonus. You know, the bonus is used on top of your deposit. I got a full tutorial on PrimeXBT showing you how the bonus works. It used to be 50% added to your deposit if you take a look at the trading tutorial of PrimeXBT, but it's 7% right now. Can you please take a look at ApeCoin? Absolutely. Let's take a look at ApeCoin right away. Right away. Are we going down to 15k Bitcoin? I'm not sure. I think 18k retest is very possible. I think retesting the 18k levels here is very possible. I've seen this formation before, And this is just looks like it's at the verge of a major collapse, guys. I've seen it many times before, and it is true that we are at the verge of a collapse here, of a small capitulation. Let's take a look at ApeCoin here right away for someone in the community, and I'm going to wrap it up very soon, guys. This one was pretty interesting. We did manage to get above the strongest point of control here on ApeCoin from the volume traded the last 40 days, approximately almost 2 months. Managed to get a little bit of support from this point of control area, but when you create this choppy price action, we know the deal. You want a massive breakout, guys, on the price action. You want a consolidation and a big massive pump breaking the highs. You don't want to start making this formation like this, because this is not good for the chart, for the price action. Basically, this one is likely to come to much lower levels. This is likely to come to much lower levels. Back down from the biggest point of control right now. So yeah, if this has a small retracement, it is likely going to be a good opportunity to short. Lower is highly probable, guys. We've been going up for the last few weeks. We're in a very aggressive downtrend. Lows are on the way to be retested, in my personal opinion, in the coming weeks. Sorry to say, we are in a bear market, and trend overall is your friend. Let's not lose focus on these short-term uptrends, and continue our focus on the overall trend. Once the lows have been retested multiple times, I'm going to say, guys, this is ready for a reversal, but this might not happen for several months. And yeah, if we take a look at the overall high level from ApeCoin here on May, this big relief pump to the lows, we're just about hitting 50%. We didn't hit the 618. We're already below the point of control and this large support range. This is not kind of a successful breakout, so this is probably going to do this kind of scenario in the coming weeks. Kudzai, thanks for the super chat. Hi Andy, check ENS. This is Ethereum network something, if I'm not wrong, or ENS is Ethereum name service. Let's take a look at ENS US dollar on the chart right away to see what is this one telling us. What is this crypto telling us? It's telling us that it is in a very aggressive downtrend. It still is in quite an aggressive downtrend. It's slightly going sideways, not much though, not much. Still creating aggressive low highs. It's just been a massive spring point, a massive stop hunt right there, back down. Not much to say about this crypto, all depending what market capitalization does it have. 120, must be around about 200 million or 300 million. If I take a look at the volume traded the last several months, not much here to help on the VPVR. Very strong level right now as resistance on this one. Big bounces of support. This is looking at the daily chart. Look how successfully you got that resistance exactly at this $12-13 volatility level. That was an insane shorting opportunity. You're again at this range. I think this has just been a major liquidity grab, and lower is potentially likely. Yeah, I think this one will potentially correct down to these lows again. Will it get a bounce around about the $10.50? I don't see this breaking up this level at this moment after this large consolidation. Can ENS be traded on Bybit? This is my question. Yes, you can trade ENS on Bybit. Bitcoin is going to zero. Be afraid, says Tack Hack. Absolutely not. Thanks, Wei, thanks for the super chat. And Kadzai, thanks for the super chat. ENS, I don't see this one successfully breaking up at this moment. I think, you know, volume is quite high to the upside on the Coinbase chart. But kind of breaking uptrend structure here. And looking at Bitcoin, you know, poof, you might get a relief pump on this one going to slightly higher levels, maybe the 618 from this current drop going round about to the $12.70 level. And then that would be a very interesting point for me if we do consolidate for a short opportunity. Yeah, not much to add on this one. I'm not bullish on this. Of course, the most bullish case scenario would be having that insane breakout of the $13 range and then getting that corrective move, waiting for the consolidation and a reaction from this $13. You know, that would be the best bullish case scenario for a trade. This does look like it is getting rejected from this, you know, $13 level. And if we have a relief pump, I will personally I would be looking for a short on this one. I'm actually going to put an alarm here at $12.70 and see how we react at that level for a potential trade. Remember, you can trade this on Bybit. On Bybit, you also got an insane bonus. It's my favorite swing trading platform for crypto. Really cheap fees. You get up to $4,450 worth of bonus. Or by using my link in the description, of course. You can claim that on the rewards hub by following the steps. It's another way to support the channel, guys. Be careful of short liquidations over the weekend. It's still Tuesday, so we still have 4 days till the weekend. We're having a lot of volatility tomorrow. Stay cautious, guys. Make sure to protect your positions. Don't over leverage. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose. I am looking for Bitcoin to have a relief rally to the 21.4, 21.6. Let's see how we react to that level, because if we start breaking above that range with high volume, I might turn bullish again tomorrow. So stay cautious. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose, guys, and protect your positions. All right. If we do get above 21,500 with high volume here, I'm going to turn bullish tomorrow. You know, this is the crazy thing about being a day trader. I can be bullish and, you know, bearish in the next couple of hours. So it is what it is. Guys, thank you very much for the insane support. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way out. Check out Bitcoinsensus website for the latest news and technical analysis. All our socials are down below in the description. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.